All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent goose is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom the world merely called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So we're in the time in which Esau is going to use a lot of cunning craftiness, a lot of guile to push his agenda across. And we're out there as the servants of Yahweh Shai Shai. Those that make mention of Yahweh Shai Shai, the scripture says, when I'll keep silent, we're going to make it be known what's about to come to pass through the Spirit. Whether you want to hear or whether you want to forbear, because it's going to be manifest before your eyes. And we're in these set times in which these prophecies are no longer tarrying. They're coming to pass rapidly. When you look at society itself, you can see the fall is very imminent. But the thing is, out here in Jamaica, because out here resides, I'm speaking on what I see before my eyes, where people are very delusional. They don't understand the reality of what's going on, and how certain events that are transferring geopolitically is going to affect us out here concerning even food, because we're heavily dependent on imports, and going into these stores of late, you've been seeing the shelves getting empty and empty, and they're not being restocked as quickly as they once did. But as I said, these things are going to affect our day-to-day lives. And as the brother Ella Yashaya always say, when they don't have any more food to eat, that is when people are going to be chaotic. Reality is going to smack them dead in the face. So, I just want to go straight in on this lesson concerning the guile of Esau, Edom, and how he's going to push his agenda across here. So this is Psalms 10 verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing, and deceit and fraud under his tongue. Let me read this again. His mouth is full of cursing, and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. And that poor that his eyes is set against is you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Because your enemy know who you really are. They have the records of who you are. They are the ones that put you in this predicament. Yeah, the Lord had used them as your beating stick, but they are the ones the Lord used to put you in this predicament, so they have the records. They are not ignorant of who you really are. You are the ones that are ignorant of who you really are and ignorant of your power. Now is the time to armor up against our enemies, that have devised a battle or a war against us, as is written in Psalms 140, because they are coming for your mind, they're coming for your thoughts, they're coming for even your souls. The scripture mentions the revelation of the souls of men, and that's exactly what this brain-computer interface is going to do to a lot of individuals. Verse 9, he laid in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He laid in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he drawed him into his net. And that trap is being laid, yo. That snare is being set. And it's going to be very luring to the simple, yo. Just like how just like how Esau, or let me say Elon, promote his Neuralink by saying this is going to be an advantage or benefit to those that cannot see, cannot walk, you know, who have lost motor function from different body parts. This device is going to be able to communicate with these body parts, and you'll be able to walk again, you'll be able to use your hands again. And this is going to be very luring and captivating to the minds of the simple. This is going to be miracles being done on the earth on the left hand side, you know, and it's going to deceive the hearts of the simple. Verse 10, he croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He had said in his heart, God had forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. Arise, O Yahweh, O God, lift up thy hand, forget not the humble. Wherefore doeth the wicked contempt God? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. So let's listen to this clip.
So let's just look at the AI agenda and how this fits in. You've got people, your Bill Gateses and your Klaus Schwabs, and what they're doing is going hard sell. Hard sell AI, connecting AI to the human brain and human genetics. That's what needs to happen. But of course, there's a vast number of what I call pushbackers in the United States, in Europe, in the world in general, that don't want that. They're not having that.
And by the way, Bill Gates came out 3 months ago and said, we've got to stop the hard sell. He actually said that.
Yeah, well, so along comes Elon Musk. And Elon Musk does the soft sell. He is saying, oh, I'm worried about AI. Oh, God, it's very terrible. It could be the end of humanity. And then continues to push the AI agenda. But it's not too bad. It can't be as bad because Elon's doing it and he owns Twitter and he's letting people back on Twitter. And these are the things I'm saying that, you know, we've got to keep questioning these things.
I know what you're saying. They did 5 years of total censorship and it failed. So they said, go to plan B and bring in a co-opter to create a false dialectic of Elon on one end of freedom and the hard sellers on the other. And you're...
Oh boy. I want to get a preset that came to mind. This is Proverbs 14, verse 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh where it's going. And that's exactly what we are seeing play out now. Because these, what you call them, nobles in society, where them put out as the face of their enterprises, the elites, like Elon Musk, the Jeff Bezos, the Gates, you know, People don't understand the cunning craftiness of Esau, yo. Them control both sides of the spectrum. Them give you the problem and them give you the solution, yo. Not knowing that they are the problems behind it all. But the simple, I could believe the lying tongues of the wicked when it comes from somebody that they trust. Not analyzing what's really being said and what's going to be the end goal of this. So let's read this one more time. The simple believe it, every word, but the prudent man first looketh well to his going. And who are the prudent now? The elect of the nation of Israel, starting with the 144,000 men chosen by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and that great multitude that believe on the word that being preached by those men that are being risen up. Let me say that have been risen up in these last days to declare the name of Yahweh, Yahushai, and let it be known to his people, as it is written in 2 Ezra 15 verse 1. So speak though in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And we are declaring these words, pulling down these strongholds that these men have cast over our people for a generation now, because we are coming upon a time in which there are going to be great persecution upon the prophets that are speaking out against these so-called technological advancements, yo.
You're saying now we're missing the whole paradigm over there because they put us into a small window.
What I'm saying is, look at the outcome. What is the outcome of the hard sell? What is the outcome of the soft sell? At the end of those roads is the same thing. Humans connected to artificial intelligence. And what you're trying to do is pull the people that are resisting the hard sell, you're trying to pull them in.
And yeah, this is exactly what's going on. David Icke is now sounding the alarm. And he's sounding the alarm on the agenda that is being ushered in by someone that everyone absolutely loves, Elon Musk. When you look at the comments under some of these videos where you have Elon Musk talking about AI robots and this and automation that, everyone's so excited about this. They're clapping for it. They're cheering for it. And I do question why. In this video, we are going to explore that. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. Let's lead into what's being pushed by the elites. What has been being pushed by the elites as well. Now, for the longest time, we have heard Elon Musk talk about how, artificial intelligence.
So let's read what's on the screen right now. It says these workers have got a microchip implanted in their hand from their employer. And this is not something new. A couple years back, I want to say 3 Square Market over there in America. I want to say half of the employees, let me say 50 employees received a microchip in their hands so they may unlock doors, and a lot more apparatus it could do. But just showing you the agenda being pushed. And then say this is for convenience, A lot of people look at it and brush it off like, hey, not knowing that these things are all pilot programs for something way more sinister. Because it's coming, The mark in Revelation 13 verse 15 on down, it's coming, and it's even at your doorsteps, yo. Whether you want to believe or not, as written in Romans 3 verse 3, what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. People say, let God be true and every man a liar. We're in the time in which these things are getting more profound before your face, more clear. But as I said, they have a lot of bread and circus to distract people from what's really taking place here.
It's more dangerous than nuclear warheads. And he warned us about how dangerous AI is, how scary AI is, while being one of the largest accelerators of AI. Now, if we go back to 2017, we have here, this is from the World Economic Forum, these workers have got a microchip implanted in their hand from their employer. Yeah, can you actually believe that this was a legit article on the World Economic Forum's website? When we talk about a cashless society, we usually mean using contactless bank cards or smartphones to make everyday purchases. But what if you didn't need to carry a device at all? And this is where you start paying for things with your hand, with the palm of your hand.
So that is the thing when them give you at first, so these cards, tell us you can use your cell phone. But the real agenda or the real goal is to get these devices under the skin. Whether you want to be in your head or in your hand. This is what's coming, and this is what matter of fact. Let's get 2 Corinthians. This is 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. This is 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. Let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, his plans, his plots, his thoughts. And we know these things due to Yahweh shall reveal these secrets unto his servants, the prophets. That's why we're out there so boldly declaring these things here. God Isa himself want to overcome to this knowledge. He's standing boldly before the face of our enemy, declaring his plans.
And with the palm of your hand or your passport. And also, outside of your passport, what about your ID being in your hand as well? That's what they're trying to push here. Now also, unequal opportunities, microchip implants, and other top stories of the week. Again, at this time, we were hearing a lot of discussions around implantable technology. Very interesting. This is 2017. And then also 2022. Are brain implants the future of computing? Imagine brain implants that let you control devices from thought alone, or let computers read your mind. It's early days, but research into this technology is well underway. Again, this is on the World Economic Forum's website. And then we have Davos 2023, ready for brain transparency. And this is where you can start to see data of human.
And this is where you're going into pre-crime and all these things, yo. What they mean by brain transparency, they can literally monitor your thoughts. They can insert information and remove information from your mind. Let me say brain, just to be simple. And if you watch various movies where them put out, such as Total Recall, them give you a glimpse of the technology that they have. because a lot of people believe that they don't have these level of technology already. That's not the case. It's how to promote and get people behind this movement, yo. So they gradually have to put it before your eyes in these movies. They have something called predictive programming, you know. So they gradually put these things before your eyes. So when them start to appear, they become like somewhat of the norm. What they what's been showing frequently now is these glasses that you can have look on people and them social media data pop up and you know things about them. This is not nothing new. Google is already working on these eye contacts where you put in your eye will have the same apparatus. Will do the same thing. But people are very ignorant of the things that are transpiring, you know. Because this is the way that they are moving. You know who themselves have these information up on their websites? World Economic Forum, yo. They are the ones leading the way, yo. And who control the World Economic Forum? The elites. So when you hear the UN pushing certain agenda, it's the elites, yo. They are the ones controlling what's going on. And the only thing them cannot control are the elect of Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. Those that standing stiffly for the names of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai.
Brains accessed through AI. Now, I want to go over here. There's a video. It's actually an audio clip from Whitney Webb, and this is regarding Elon Musk and his technocratic roots completely exposed. Check this out.
I have concerns that there are a lot of these dataists around in positions of extreme power, and a lot of them I think are Silicon Valley oligarchs, since this is really a quote-unquote religion that's very much enmeshed with the oligarchs of Silicon Valley. And this is what concerns me about, a hot topic right now, someone like Elon Musk taking over Twitter, right? And he's being presented as sort of the savior of free speech and all of that. But what if someone like Elon Musk is a dataist, and he looks at Twitter and says, this is the perfect way to feed my brain chip company, Neuralink, and its proprietary artificial intelligence algorithm, and to use it for those purposes, because if a dataist, as Harari says, ought to maximize data flow above all else, what would someone like Elon Musk do with Twitter? And he's certainly aiming, I think, on one level to restore trust in the platform and to keep people on it. They may not be happy with the censorship, but they'll think a solution is coming, so they'll keep the data flowing.
That's exactly right. And Musk is a consummate technocrat in every way. It's just worth mentioning again that his grandfather was a head of technocracy in Canada during the 30s and 40s, and that Musk grew up in a technocrat home. He's steeped in technocracy. There's markers all over his life that he still remains a technocrat to this day, and now he just happens to be the richest man in the world. Having said that, he is 100% in line with virtually everything that Klaus Schwab ever said. And you go back and look at some of the tweets and stuff he's made over time. He's in favor of carbon tax. He's in favor of universal basic income, which is a major technocracy plank from the 30s. He's totally in favor of all the injections and stuff going on. He's a transhumanist, and he believes in one world government. So Musk is not who he appears to be. To my understanding, and I've studied Musk a lot because of his relationship to his grandfather as being part of the original technocracy movement, Musk is very much dedicated to the original principles of technocracy, which was centered on data on multiple points. He's proven that with the stuff that he's making, with the stuff that he's invested his money into. Whatever he's going to deliver with Twitter, it's going to be something different than what people think, and it is a huge source of data. You're absolutely right. It's probably one of the largest sources of data that we have right now on the planet.
And yeah, this is exactly why we need to continue to push forward legitimate information.
So as I have just stated, we're in the time of great manipulation, confusion, and ignorance. And a lot of people is going to fall for vain words being simple, yo. As the scripture said, the simple believe it, every word. And I'm gonna be tossed to and fro with any wind of doctrine, yo. When I say doctrine, just not talking about the scriptures, yo. Worldly doctrine. Let's go to what's written in Revelation. I'm gonna close on this note. This is Revelation 30, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that he represent Esau, Edom, the elites, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So the system that is getting ready to be rolled out on a mass scale, if you're not with it, you're going to be put to death. Plain and simple. We call it what? Technocracy. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Is this a coincidence that Elon Musk is pushing a device or promoting a device to be inserted in your head? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And that's why they're going digitally, yo. Because I'm going to set up the framework that is going to be in the case that if you don't have something tied to the system, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. So what are you going to do in those times? And that's why it's so profitable to your hope be set upon the words that are written in the scriptures, yo. What the Lord said I'm going to do unto those that keep the word of his patience. I'm going to keep them in the hour of temptation. When you read Isaiah 65, verse, I want to say 13 on down, with the Lord saying, servants shall eat, but he shall be hungry. We trust in those words, yo. Because we already see the devices of the wicked, the plot of the wicked, where they might practice, as it is written now, I want to say Micah 2, verse 1 say, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work it evil upon their bed, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. And we see these practices being done around the world right now, yo, in various forms, pushing it gradually on the populace. So when you read Revelation 16 and 17, you make mention of the mark. So let's go into that word mark, just for edification's sake. And we have done this countless times now, yo, showing you how you dissect words, yo, so you can get the true essence of what's being said or what's being declared by the prophets. Because John, in the vision, had seen people receive these marks, and I'm outline how this was done and the method of it. So let's go. So this is mark. So we're going to click up the word mark here, and it's a stamp or an imprint, mark. So when you look up B, it's a mark branded upon horses. 2 say things carved, sculpture, graven work. And if you ever carve anything, you know, so you have to cut the surface of it, yo. Same thing with sculpture and graven work. When you look up the root word for this word Charagma here, you go to Charax, the Greek word Charax, which means pale or a stake or palisade. And that device is going to use to pierce the skin, which is the syringe. Because John break this down, you know, so so you can get an understanding, or you can visualize what he's saying. So this is going to be the syringe used to cut the skin. When you look up the root word for this word, Charax, you go to the Greek word Grapho, which this is representative of data. And I'm going to just go straight to the point. This is in B. This is in 2b. It said to commit to writing things not to be forgotten. Write down, record. And what are going to be these things not to be forgotten? What are going to be these things recorded? Your biometric information, your bank account, your health, your IDs, you see me? And various more information on you, yo. And we have been saying these things for quite a while now, but no one give ear. But as it is written, those who have an ear, let them hear. So I hope this is edifying for the hopeful elect. With that I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Hashem Atah Kodash, Shalom.